Hello everybody. Today we're going to celebrate my 2nd year anniversary with this car that was purchased December 24th of 2019. So right before Christmas. This was my Christmas gift to myself. And man, I tell you, what a crazy ride it has been ever since. Frustrating at times, rewarding most of the time. Very, very exploratory. I don't know if that's even a word, but man, I've explored so many things in the automotive realm ever since acquiring this car. So many things has broke down and had to be fixed or replaced. So many people I met through this car's ownership. A whole YouTube channel started through this car's ownership. So many crazy things. Oh, bad angle. So many crazy things have happened in the last 2 years. I mean, the whole COVID thing happened. Can you believe that? I bought this car pre-COVID, right around the time when it was emerging in China. And I remember buying this car without having a mask on. And, you know, hearing about it in the news, obviously, but not really having to do anything, because back then it really wasn't in the United States, at least not like we know it today. And I want to keep talking, and I want to keep showing you this car and keep celebrating. But number one, it is very windy, although it's not very cold today, and I'm revisiting. I love this plaza. I come here every so often because it's still as abandoned as my first ever video, and that X Factor gym is still there. But then driving up here, I was like, what in the world is this? Oh my god, it is extremely windy. Look at this. Who did that? Just dropped the TV, or it exploded, or I don't know what in the world happened. I was afraid that some of these shards are going to puncture my tires, so I try to be very careful. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, not really sure what happened here, but I just thought I would share this with you. So yeah, every time I come here, this plaza just gets more and more dilapidated, and stuff just like falls off, and some weirdness. Amazon used to park their trucks here. They no longer do. But I love coming here because pretty wide open spaces. Nobody really bothers me. It's not a dealership, so I can't really be arrested for being here or hassled or anything else. So there you go. So in the last 2 years, yeah, I've been involved way more often with any other car that I ever owned. Because all my other previous cars, with the exception of my first car, were all, you know, bought new. And if they weren't even bought new by me, they would have bought new by somebody else in my family, in my household, like my wife's Hyundai Elantra that I ended up trading for this one because I really hated that car, especially later in its life. So anyway, 2 years, huh? Wow, can't believe it. And you know, the weather back then when I bought it was kind of the same. It was right. I mean, obviously it was December. It was probably maybe a few degrees warmer. Wasn't as windy. But yeah, it's pretty nice. And obviously I am filming this a few days earlier, but you guys get the point. But anyway, just looking at this car, some of the crazy things that happened in the last 2 years. I flex sealed these tires here. Let me try and flex seal these tires this past summer, actually. They're still fine. I mean, they're dirty, as you can see, but I'm kind of surprised. Oh, here, this is much better because it's right in the sun. Yeah, look at that. Fine. I mean, they don't look brand new. I wouldn't recommend using Flex Seal as a refinishing tool, or as you know, to do it versus like a professional, you know, rim restoration or replacement. But look, they're fine. The material is still on. It's not flaking off. Now, it hasn't really rained a whole lot, but you know, I mean, they've been already, like, this material has been here for the last, what, 4 months? No, more. probably like 6 months already. 6 months back or so. You know, I'll look at the video about when I posted it, but you guys know me, I don't post, you know, I don't post as I film. My videos are way out in this. But yeah, look, this is fine. I like this better than when it was flaking. So I did this. Pretty recently, I went through the whole LED headlight phase when I tried making them work, and I had to take these things apart, these housings, like 4 times, and they still didn't work, so I had to put them back together. And as my luck may have it, one of these bulbs burned out, the side marker bulbs, and I'm not going to do this anytime soon unless one of the other bulbs really burns out. So yeah, this is going to be my, once again, my spring project. And even at the headlight front, I replaced these twice, these whole housings, because they, oh no, I mean I did replace the one of them. I don't even remember which one at this point, but I've replaced them from the originals that I inherited with the car, which I think they were the original. I ended up getting some moisture in them, so I replaced them. And then one of these, I want to say this one, once again developed like fogginess, so I had to replace this one again. so there's that. What else? What kind of craziness did I do? Oh, the whole sunroof leak and how I sealed it with Flex Seal once again. But that was a disaster, I have to admit. This I'm really happy with. This I just thought that it would plug up whatever thing was leaking, but it ended up just the gasket needing to be replaced. So that was kind of crazy. What else? Oh, the whole rust repair thing. Well, you guys already know this. If you've seen this car on YouTube, you know that the both quarter panels are different shade of gray, silver, whatever. And yeah, and that's because when I first bought it, they had the little thin strips of chrome. They developed rust underneath it. Yeah, this was probably the single most expensive repair that I did. But, you know, it's got a little bubbling right now. But it's hard, so it's not breaking through the paint just yet. Maybe it's got another year or two before it starts happening. I cannot promise you I will keep this car forever and ever. I do enjoy it a lot. But yeah, it's got a little ding there. So anyway, yes, I did that. The whole sagging door debacle. God, just remembering this makes me cringe. The whole thing how when I bought it, oh, sorry. Yeah, so when I bought it, it was just slightly rubbing, but then it ended up taking a pretty big chunk. Oh, it is really windy, sorry. Chunk off of here. And then I took it to my mechanic. He tried, but honestly, he screwed it up a little bit. So then I ended up going to the body shop, the same body shop that actually did this. And although they did an okay job with this, but they did a really good job with this. You know, the hinges were replaced by my mechanic, but then they just realigned it, and now it's been fine ever since. So there's that. Oh, the leaky water. The whole the water on the inside. That's this job by yours truly. You know, I did that. So anyway, I know I am remembering all the bad. I don't know if you want to call all of these things bad, but that's all happened. And it happened on this car, and it didn't happen on any of the other cars I owned. But then at the same time, let's talk about some of the positives. First of all, I love this car. I think I love this car more than... Yeah, I think this is my favorite car, with the 2010 Buick LaCrosse being a very close second. But yeah, I love this car. It is great. I probably enjoy driving this car though more than I do the Buick LaCrosse, once again by a slim margin. But yeah, I mean, oh my god, it's beautiful. I don't know why. I don't know why I love it so much, but I just do. It makes me feel like the king of the road. Seriously, I just can't describe it. And no other car made that happen for me. It's the only car I ever had with a hood ornament. So, there's that. Yeah, love it. Love seeing it. I really wish more manufacturers would do this stuff. It's so simple, it's so cheap, but I don't know, it just makes me warm and fuzzy. Oh, it's the only car that had parts taken off of it, like parts stolen. So there's that. Forgot about that altogether, right? Oh, well, another crazy thing I did, and this was kind of recently, I sprayed it, well, Ford Boss Me sprayed it for anti-rust, which, yeah, you can still see a little bit of it, but it would be really nice for me to get underneath it, but I don't think I'll be able to do it from here. Let's see. Can I get it? Well, you can't really see much. Okay, well, I can still see some of the material because it's all kind of moist in there. So there's that. Oh, look, I didn't even notice this. There's a tire here too. Look at this. Oh, yeah, it is very strange. So anyway, what else? You know, unfortunately, I guess the one thing, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to really take this car out on a long road trip because of, I'm pretty sure because of the COVID, but also because of, you know, just the way that life turned out. The Buick LaCrosse prior to this took it out on a lot of road trips. This one I just haven't had a chance to. But I did drive it a few times for work. And I had plenty of videos of that. That was about, what, like 280 miles or so, or 40 miles, something like that. But yeah. So boy, a lot of stuff happened. Yeah, met a lot of great people. That's seriously. It's one of the biggest joys, I think, out of this entire experience. It's not even the YouTube channel stuff. It's really not. Let's see, what do we have? What do we have underneath? I'm trying to remember. Well, we had a little coolant leak here, which was fixed. Got new spark plugs, but that's about it. Yeah, nothing really major happened under the hood, at least, you know. Not yet. Yeah, still trying to get all these leaves. These leaves. So meet the people, make videos, have a great time. Let's see. Oh, well, Ford Boss Me fixed this too, so it doesn't jut out when it's closed. So there's that. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. So, I don't know what to tell you. So, here's the bottom line. 2 years have came and went. I think I'm going to jump inside. It is getting kind of cold with all the wind and stuff. And I am looking forward to having some more time with this car. Oh, God. Here you go. Oh, well, I've tightened this thing more times than I can count. Maybe 5 or 6. Because this thing keeps coming loose, so every few months I get my screwdriver, tighten it up, and it's still here. I even have a replacement for this thing, and yet I just never seem to want to just replace it. Doesn't mean it's still good, I guess. Got a little paint from when the body shop was painting those quarter panels, so there's that. And then this Gorilla Glue that I still inherited. Yeah, I mean, on here, not a whole lot fancy happened here. Yeah, I mean, I stitched this thing, but yeah, nothing really on the inside. Okay, so then the climate control, I talked about it plenty of times, that broke, but it works, just not the not the way the normal car would. I mean, I've cleaned this interior leather plenty of times, and you know, vacuumed and wiped it down. I haven't done it in several months, but it is what it is. Oh yeah. Oh well, baby number 2 was born while this car was, you know, in my possession, and still is. So now I got 2 back there. So I cannot promise you that I will keep this car forever. I really don't. I will make a video about how much it cost me to keep this car in 2021. But the truth of the matter is, if everything keeps working out, I will keep this car. I haven't really posted any kind of channel financial update in a few months, simply because there really hasn't been really anything to post. you know, ever since I got to 1,000 subscribers, my channel has been earning about $200, I don't know, $30, I think, on average. And I'll post it on the screen. But that's about it. It's still like, it's not growing, it's not shrinking, and the number of subscribers do go up, but yet it's not equaling to more money for the channel. So, oh yeah, look at this piece like fell off the building. Look at that. So don't know what happened there. There's some debris, some weird stuff. This used to be Menards. This used to be Save Big Money at Menards. And yeah, look, Menards. So there's that. Yeah, so as of the filming of this thing, I still have enough videos for a few weeks. But I think I'm also thinking that I'm going to slow down. Simply because, oh, look at that. Exit only. Do not enter. Well, too late. I mean, if I run into another car here, it's going to be weird. Because this is an abandoned plaza. Which, look, security cameras. I wonder if anybody's still watching that door. Or this security camera. Look at that. No dumping. Yeah, I took some pictures down there. So anyway, yeah, so this is the channel update portion of the video. I've been posting one video a day for probably over a year at this point. And I think I am finally running out of material because I stopped going to dealerships. Dealerships are pretty empty these days, and there's barely any cars for me to film, and I don't have the time. That's the biggest thing. So yeah. So once I run out of the material, which by the way, you guys have been watching. Oh, gotta buckle in. Oh God. Okay, I don't want to get a flat here. Anyway. Okay. All right. Well, I'll pull up here. All right. So you guys have been watching my videos, right? Well, hopefully you've been watching. Look, more debris. And all the videos that you've been watching for the last, I don't know, probably 3 months were filmed way earlier than that. So at this point, by the time like mid-January comes about, I will probably run out of material, most likely, right? Because I'm gonna keep doing one video per day, and it's just gonna run out because, once again, I don't have the time. There's barely any vehicles out there, and just I don't have a whole lot of free time. There you go. So I do highly request or suggest, I should say, that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, so if you are interested in stuff like this, so when I do start posting way more, not as frequent as I am now, so you guys get notified. But otherwise, thank you for your love and support. It's been 2 years. Let's hope we can squeeze a few more out of this old girl, and we'll see you next time.